Mom, have you ever been here before?
No, this place is a rental pumpkin. It was just for the party.
Oh. Do you know what happened?
No. That's what we are here to find out. But we have to be very careful. Do you remember our rules for when we go out?
Yes. I become invisible and don't touch anything.
That's a big girl attitude. You can walk around as long as you don't stray too far.
And if there's any sign of trouble, I wait for you outside?
That's it. We make a great team, Sweet Fangs. The police are here. Shit. That's a bad sign. Remember what we said. No wandering off.
Yes, Mom. I'm a big girl.
Okay, then. Where are you, Richard?
I'll still go and relieve a colleague later.
Yeah, we're all gonna need breaks and breathers.
I've never seen anything like it, have you?
I've had to exhume a few old bodies over the years, but I never thought I'd stumble across a cemetery full of them. An apartment downtown. Stop! You can't come through here!
Hi, I live in the building and I was told to come give a statement.
You need to go down to the precinct to give your statement, ma'am. Only law enforcement is allowed here.
Oh, I hadn't understood that. Thank you.
Have a pleasant evening.
There's no way I'm gonna get access if I'm not one of them. Great. Now I just need to find a secluded spot. This should do the trick.
Sorry, but we got a full house. Officers tripping over each other already.
Forensics is allowed in the crime scene.
And the feds, of course.
No sweat. It was just in case you needed help. I should find a uniform I can use to get in.
This isn't rocket science. Keep it simple.
I'll update the guys. You're taking over the investigation, and we'll put all the stabbing victims in crates and send them out to the balcony.
Exactly.
Do you have any idea what happened? It's gotta be some kind of cult, right?
At the moment, we're more inclined to think it's a terrorist organization. Again?
Richard, he sensed me. He's here. But something's wrong.
Good evening, officer.
Gentlemen. All these bodies. What the hell happened? could that mean? Body bags. What could that mean? Casings everywhere. All of them large caliber.
Oh, the stench.
So much blood.
I sense you're losing control.
It's all this blood. I need to focus.
Mom, are you feeling all right?
Yes. Don't worry about me, Pumpkin.
Mom, please? I'm going to be sick. All this blood, it feels so strong.
Crap. She feels as bad as I do.
I want to leave, Mom. I'm scared.
Hey, you're okay, Halsey. Time out. Let's just calm ourselves down.
It's so awful, Mom. My tummy really hurts.
Look at me.
Why would someone do this to them?
My precious little sugar fangs. Look into my eyes. I'm right here. We'll take it slow, okay? Each step forward, we take together.
Okay, Mom.
We have to try and think of something else when that happens. I've got an idea. Let's play a game.
Here? In the middle of all this?
Why not? We can just pretend they're not here, right?
We could play Riddle Me This.
Are you sure? You know I'm pretty good at solving riddles.
Me too. I've got one. Riddle me this. What makes a good slave but a poor master?
Let me think. How about fire? Fire's something that serves us every day, but you should never let it become the boss.
Yes, you got it. You are good. You're really good at Riddle Me This.
That's better. You can do anything when you put your mind to it, Sugarfangs.
Wait, you didn't steal the answer by reading my mind, did you?
What? Me? I'd never do that. Never.
Ha ha ha. I'll come up with a harder one then.
Oh, we managed to control our hunger. Thank goodness.
How long are we gonna guard this door?
A vessel with more holes in him than a junkie. We're off to a good start. glass of wine with traces of cherry-flavored lip gloss.
This investigation is going to take a while.
All right, guys. Listen up. The feds are taking over the investigation. So don't touch a thing. Put all the stiffs with stakes through their hearts out on the balcony. They'll take care of them. All right, go. You know what you have to do.
Shit. I have to find Richard and fast.
All said and done, it's probably better than the feds are handling this case. They have more resources to solve it.
Yeah.
There's a note.
Everything we've already taken out to them on the balcony.
I wonder what surprise Jara had in store for him. Pamiko's business card. Boston's Queen of Ropes.
There's a lot of evidence to process, that's for sure.
Looks like it was made by a shotgun blast. And we're not talking 12 gauge, but something bigger. Someone wanted to make sure there would be no survivors. Jeez. Talk about overkill. Judging by what's left, that used to be a vessel. Torn to shreds by bullets. Traces of cocaine. I guess it was that kind of party.
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry. Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
There's been wine in this glass. And there's a trace of lipstick. Cherry lip gloss? Yuck. Same scent as on the glass in the lounge. Smells burnt. LR3. There was a container here earlier. Reinforced container that locks from the outside. Not commonly used to store mortal bodies.
So? Nothing. A photocopier and some office supplies.
No corpses anywhere?
No.
It's the only room without a body. But it sure smells like death in here.
Yeah. Makes our morgue smell like a flower shop.
You gonna look at what they took out to the balcony?
No, everything is boxed up. Even the chief has no idea what they're up to.
An illusion to conceal the door.
Why would somebody do that, Mom?
My thought. Wow. What the hell happened here? That sounds like Richard. Preparing vessels with injections? A donor shot full of lead. She's wearing a Red Swan vessel's uniform. I remember now. It's the effects of the drugs that Richard gives them to enhance their flavor. Retracted pupils, even though she's dead. Even dead, I feel a righteous rage. Only Richard's work on donors makes that possible. Me over there. Of course. Come with me over there.
Right away.
Oh, shit.
Help me. Mom? Is somebody there?
Stay where you are, honey.
Leisha, help me.
That's Richard's servant. Natasha, keep your voice down. There are still people here. Shit. You don't look so good. What did they do to you?
We hid in here. I was with a vessel that Richard had prepared for the evening. Carmen. I was able to conceal the door behind us, but it was too late for Carmen. We were followed. But I got that son of a bitch.
Did you see what went down here?
I was in the living room. There was a wall of fire on the balcony.
With flamethrowers from the roof.
They blew out all the walls. It came from all sides. They know who we are. They were shouting out numbers, checking off a list.
Were they looking for us?
Yes, they were. They know how to identify us.
Miley, have you seen her?
She was... went out to smoke. I...
Take it slowly. Do you know where Richard was?
In a big bedroom.
Listen, the police and the feds are still here. Just hang in there until they leave and...
Too late. It's too late.
Richard will be proud of you.
Mom?
Yes, Pumpkin. It's all right. Oh, it's worse than I thought. But Hazel will be able to get us out of here. He's dead. With gear like that, he's gotta be one of the men who hit us. SAD. They even gave themselves a name.
Mom, do you see all those big holes?
Yes. Given the number of impacts, there must have been a lot of people taking shots.
It's a good thing holes can't hurt us, huh?
Yes. It's a very good thing, Pumpkin. The people who did this wanted to make sure there would be no survivors. That much is clear. R.D. Richard Dunham. It's one of his old briefcases. I recognize it. A cassette tape. Who would use a thing like that, other than Richard? Maybe I'll find something I can play it with. A floppy disk. Another relic. What could be on it? It could be important. Miko's business card. Boston's Queen of Ropes.
Sense your hunger. What's going on?
Shit. It's starting again.
Mom, are you okay? Do you feel weird too?
We've already had that talk, Halsey, my love. Don't look at it. So, have you come up with another riddle for me?
Yes, I've got one.
I'm listening. It's not too hard, is it?
No. Riddle me this. I fear the sun more than anything.
and the mortals have been fighting me since forever. If they catch me, they keep me in a box. Who am I?
The sun makes me think of us, but that box, that doesn't sound right. I'd say, could it be a fridge?
You're very warm.
The cold, it's the cold. Is that it?
Yes! You're good at riddles, Mom.
And you, my little pumpkin, you are a riddle master.
Thinking about something else helped.
Me too. But we need to get going.
Mom?
What is it, Sugar Fangs?
I hear voices, Mom. Do you hear them too?
I hear Richard's voice, calling out over the others. We need to hurry now.
I hear him too, but I don't understand why we have to help him. He never wants to help us.
Of course he does.
Then why does he keep us apart?
Maybe it's just so that when we're together, we appreciate each other all the more. We do, right?
I don't like it when we're apart. I don't trust him.
We need to keep moving, Pumpkin. While Mom works, Halsey will come up with another riddle. Sound good?
All right.
We're doing all right. A cotton towel that smells like lavender soap and wine. Himiko Izanami. Now I remember. She turns vessels into marionettes during parties. A pouch stained with wine. Somebody spilled wine on this bag. Miley was supposed to speak. Or rather, flatter Hazel. A cigar. Lavender soap.
Can someone come and bag a briefcase in the kitchen?
A briefcase? Shit out of luck. I'm out of large-size evidence bags. We got backup on the way. They'll have some.
What do we have here?
Tons of evidence. Do you know if the team from Forensics LPU has shown up yet?
No, I don't.
I need them to process the briefcase I found. And the invoice that was with it.
An invoice?
Yeah, for some glass tubes. Address to some warehouse over on Sellers Street.
Shit. There's a red salon in that district. We've got to hand it all over to the feds. I can do it.
I already gave them the address. They'll probably send a team to investigate when they're done here.
I've got to warn Hazel. A briefcase.
What is it?
It's a small suitcase we put important papers in, Pumpkin. There's a name engraved on it. More. That rings a bell.
So little food for so many people. What could be in this briefcase?
Let's see what's in it. Supplier invoices, client files, all in Beryl Underwood's name. Better not leave that here. Otherwise, they'll trace it back to us. It's the code for a body they must have picked up.
So little food for so many people.
Pinot Noir. I think I used to like this wine. A vessel. Dead. A bracelet. No, that's a broken handcuff.
Given how upscale the place is, I'm sure it was a question of cost. So little food for so many people. What could be in this briefcase? So little food for so many people.
could be a body here. There's a coat on the ground. The wall was literally blown apart.
Suggest serious injuries.
Come on, our hands on deck can't hurt.
What's happening? What's happening to you?
Mom.
Yes?
Come on, please.
Where are you taking me, Pumpkin?
I told you I'd be a big girl, but it's really hard. I really don't feel good. Not even a tiny bit. It's all this blood.
Me either, Pumpkin. It's not easy. Let's take a little time out then. Weren't you supposed to be coming up with a riddle for me?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Okay, but it's the last one, alright?
Cross my heart, Pumpkin.
So, riddle me this. If the child of Hazel Iverson is the sire of my child, who am I to Hazel Iverson?
Let me think on it a moment.
I guess.
I would be her child.
Oh, you figured it out. That was a hard one, too.
You're not disappointed, are you?
No. I'm happy that you're so good at riddles.
So are you, Sugarfangs.
I love it when we play this game.
So do I, Pumpkin. It's so much fun. And we feel better. Timeout is over now. Let's go.
We're really close to Richard, but I don't want to see him. I know he doesn't like me.
That's not true, Pumpkin. It's just a false impression.
No, Mom. He says I shouldn't be here with you all the time.
It's only because he thinks it's not safe here for a little girl.
He just wants you all for himself.
I don't have to tell him you're here. Getting him out of this mess is already doing him a favor. It won't take me long. Just wait for me here.
Yes, Mom. I will.
We've got to keep it up. Come on. I have to find Richard.
Ah, finally, the cavalry. Thanks for coming.
It's a good turn if I can take a look around here alone to myself. That's a knife wound. Bringing a knife to a gunfight? They took him for dead. He's barely breathing.
This attack was prepared.
It's the reference of the container that was here. It must have been screwed onto an injection gun. And the fibrogen. That's an improved coagulant. I've heard that if it's used on one of our kind, it can keep us from regenerating. Or even using our powers. A real nasty concoction. A vial of some sort of chemical. Fibrinogenodine, BB. Sunrise Group, London. That vial must have been screwed onto something. There should be a body here. There's a coat on the ground. Torn off. Oh, Jara could have done that. Looks like someone's missing an arm. Some sort of whip. With blood on it. Wet clothes. Shit. Richard. Take it slow. They sure did a number on you.
They're here. They found us. Before I knew it hit me, I had a stake in my heart. I've never seen anything like it. These mortals aren't afraid of us.
Shh, gentle.
You shouldn't be here. You should be at the Institute.
Calm down. What happened here?
The mortals who are here, it's the Second Inquisition.
What makes you say that? Are you sure?
Yes, there's even a man of the cloth in charge of them. Monsignor Stanford. They mowed us down like so many blades of grass. All of us.
So, they found us.
We have to go warn the others.
Wait. There might still be kindred here. We can't leave them behind.
This is insane. It's irresponsible.
The prince asked me to find Miley. But I need your help.
Miley? Well, now I understand. The prince had you released against my orders, and she sent you here. And you'd rather obey her? She's using you. There's no way I'll help. Ask her for help since you're here for her.
You didn't show up at the Elysium. I thought you might need help.
Now, isn't that ironic? The doctor needing help from the patient.
But I was right, was I not?
Yes. That's not the question. It's obvious that Hazel is manipulating you.
She cares about me. I don't see why it's an issue.
Does she care about you or about your premonitions?
She didn't even mention them.
She has no need. She just has to wait for your condition to deteriorate.
He's got a one-track mind.
She wants to separate you from me, I'm sure of it. What has she been telling you about me?
Hazel told me that she trusted me.
You do well not to return the favor.
Why is that?
You don't release a patient from a Markovian institute to run a few errands.
You always see the bad in everything.
Your gifts can be particularly useful to her. Keep it in mind. I just know it's a good thing that she likes us. Well, you particularly. Right, it's a good thing I keep my emergency kit at the prince's apartments.
Why?
I'll give you a dose once we're back there. That should be enough to get you back to the institute.
I never promised that I wouldn't ever go back. But first, I need to finish what I came here to do.
That's not how it works. You can't just interrupt your treatment whenever you feel like it.
Richard! I'm fine.
Since I can't diagnose it, I'll take your word for it. Hazel should have respected my instructions.
What do you mean?
She should have followed the treatment I prescribed for you, that's all. This issue is not over. I will have words with her. Let's get out of here.
You go ahead. I'll catch up with you.
Alicia, that's not what
You want me to trust you, but you don't trust me.
It's not that. I'm just worried about you.
Get going. The clock is ticking.
You can, at the very least, let me help you. Here, with this, you should be able to temporarily impersonate anyone.
I'll find Miley and catch up to you, okay?
She was with me when they attacked us.
She was?
Yes, she was injured, but she managed to escape down the hallway. I heard them capture her. I can still sense her. She's hurt. But she's still here.
Thank you. Come on, we don't have a minute to spare. Oh, and tell them they have the address of the Red Salon on Cellar Street.
We should expect a second attack there. I must inform the court. Be careful. I'll be counting the minutes until you return to us.
With Richard's help, I'll be able to find Miley for Hazel. there's been blood in this glass. I never understood wasting vessels like that. A stake. There's no doubt about it. This is for us. A reinforced container that locks from the outside. Not commonly used to store mortal bodies.
Sorry. Only special agents are allowed in this area.
You fought hard, guys. Proud of yourselves.
Evening.
Here we go. I wonder what's hiding here. Medical supplies?
Don't touch those papers.
Shit. There are names on these files. I'd better get him out of here so I can take a look.
Don't bother with that. Those are Stanford's files.
It brings paperwork on a job like this?
Yes. So his novice can record whether they were captured or exterminated.
If they have intel on us, I have to find out what they know. His novice is busy, and...
Agent Olson's got a lot to do. But he's handling it himself.
right. See you later. Organs. Are they cutting us up into pieces? Wow. Am I seeing this right? They're collecting us. Bones. Probably a neonate. Bones. Probably a neonate. Rotting flesh. That kindred had been embraced recently. More boxes. They're collecting us. I can't believe it.
Hey, you! Come give me a hand. We have specimens to move.
Here are the containers Richard told me about. Emmett Olson. What's he going to do with that? Huh, there's a note on this one. Bingo. The files of everyone they're taking away. Which one is Miley in? Adrenaline. That only stimulates mortals. Adrenaline. That only stimulates mortals.
For a single operation.
Calm down.
I can't feel my legs! I can't move!
Tell me what happened here.
Thugs? Armed? No, not thugs. I think they were military. They just opened fire. We didn't stand a chance.
Who were they?
It hurts. It hurts.
Do you know where Miley is?
No, I don't. I saw Huey go and Jara.
Did you see Jara?
She fought back.
Huh, that's the Jara I know.
But they didn't kill her. They took her. Help me.
You need to make your peace. I hate being right. least I know that Miley wasn't here. A cigar. Barely smoked. That's where it was stubbed out. Huh. I've already seen this brand here.
Everything seems to be in order here.
I'll get through this.
Stop! No one is supposed to touch that.
Wait a second. Now that you mention
I really don't have time to do this.
Go put away what's on the table.
Okay.
Finally. Now I can take a look at those files. Targets. Numbered. With... They even have a file on Richard. I think that's Dijon's child. Oh! Miley! They haven't taken her yet. Jara, already evacuated. She's on the council, I think. No way I'm letting them keep that.
And of course, I'm the one who's got to start collecting them.
So, has forensics processed the bedrooms?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Isn't there anyone here that can inform me about anything? I've been asking for an hour. I must give Monsignor an update detailing how long this is going to take. Let's not keep him waiting then.
But the local police are very...
Just tell them Agent Olsen sent you. And we will see how high they are willing to jump. We still have bodies to evacuate and samples to recover.
You bet. You can count on me.
Monsignor will be growing impatient.
The goal. Remember our goal.
SAD. Same unit as the dead guy in the office. They also suffered losses. This one's missing an arm. The one I found in the bathroom, I'm guessing. From the looks of their gear, they knew what they were getting into. It looks like armor.
Lab's gonna be overwhelmed.
I sense something. It's coming from there.
Mom, it's dangerous. I know it.
They had quite the arsenal. They showed no mercy. They burned both juice bags and kindred alike.
Come on, let's not waste any more time.
Something to dip someone into. Must be for the kind.
Everything in this room is broken.
And of course, I'm the one who's got to start collecting it all.
Stop. You can't go in there. Monsignor's standing orders. No interruptions.
So Stanford is back there. But I just wanted to...
It's too dangerous, and you know it. If you've got something to give him, tell Olson is novice. Suit yourself. Remember I warned you.
If I decide to go in there, I'd better be Olson.
These sacrifices are a necessary evil. We'll get through this.
All right.
A cigar. Huh. I've already seen this brand here.
The goal. Remember our goal.
Agent Olson?
Yes.
I was just thinking that it might be faster if I just went to tell Monsignor myself.
That's out of the question. He abhors being interrupted by anyone except myself.
But
I'll do it. I'm the only novice here.
Novice? So they have ranks.
It's for your own safety. Trust me. We know so very much, and still so very little about those we hunt.
I saw your instructions on the containers. Therefore...
My research.
Oh. You're studying the...
Specimens, more or less. I prefer to refer to it as salvation, purification.
He's a nut job, and a complete fanatic too.
But now is neither the time nor the place to discuss theology.
Can't argue that, of course. You know that I'm a novice.
Like yourself.
Yes. Yes, that's right.
You think that Monsignor would let me help him?
Absolutely not. It's clear that I'm the only person he trusts here.
He's touchy, apparently. All right, I'll let you get back to work. Perfect. Thanks, Olson. Lab's gonna be overwhelmed.
Go on. More hands on deck can't hurt.
Halsey, Mommy knows what she's doing. Go wait for me at the elevator. I'll be right there.
You took your time, my son.
Please forgive me, Monsignor.
I'm done with this wretched creature. I'll continue back at headquarters, where I have more appropriate tools.
You found some?
Speaking of headquarters, any news?
Nothing, Monsignor.
Bad. I was hoping to hear from our informant.
An informant?
No,
Now we have proof that their intel is reliable. Without the informant, we never would have found them so quickly. And utterly exposed.
So we were betrayed.
These monsters are as fickle and deceitful as the devil himself.
Do you know who...
Seeing them turn on each other, it's in their nature.
But the one who betrayed them...
None of them will ever surprise me, as you would have been wise to consider before approaching me.
I don't understand.
In St. Leopold's name, we will find you all, to the very last.
So the prince wasn't too disappointed?
She didn't express her gratitude, at any rate.
With you, she must not be used to failure. The others were pretty surprised, in fact.
Were they?
Some of them think you're not as motivated as you used to be. They think you're tired. They're wrong, aren't they?
Doubting me should not become a habit, Fang. I shouldn't have to reassure you.
Unfortunately, I'm not the one who needs to be reassured. You didn't tell me what was in those files you gave the prince.
I don't see how that's any of your business.
To make up your own mind about something, the best way is to go to the source. And apparently, Jason Moore is well informed.
I see. You'll have to be patient, Fang.
Do you think that this setback will be an issue for our plans to...
A favor from the prince wouldn't have hurt. But it's not the be-all, end-all in determining your fate. How do you feel about it?
Honestly, I just want to get it over with. Like when you're going into finals.
Even if there's no going back?
It's a little late for that, isn't it?
It is.
Your child, Beryl Underwood, did he have any second thoughts?
I don't want to discuss it.
He's your only child, so I wondered how it went. Well, could you enlighten me?
Beryl is very different from you. He always has been. I was blind. It won't happen again. Beryl would have begged me to get what he wanted. Your patience reassures me. I'm making the right choice with you.
You seem to really have a problem with him.
Yes, and that's why you must stay away from him.
This separation between you, what caused it?
Don't dig too far into it. You know this is something I don't discuss.
That's too bad.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Fang, I'm going to have a word with him.
Oh? To Beryl? Why?
I trust you, but I don't trust him. I asked you not to go near him. Apparently, I didn't make myself clear enough.
I thought the prince was gonna call for you any minute now.
I'm sure I'll have enough time to clear the air with him first. Once and for all. While you're waiting, stay put.
As you wish.
Just one more, and then you can go rest.
All right. Thanks, Ms. Ortiz.
A message from Caius. Need you downstairs. Urgent issue. Bad timing. I'm going to have to choose. Help Caius or speak with Beryl.
She went a little heavy on the rum.
We're waiting for Mr. Leto's signal. Until then, if you have any questions, save them. Got it?
No problem.
Great.
I want to report on his activities pronto. I don't like the sound of that at all. Oh, there you are. Follow me, please. We'll speak in private.
Damn it.
Lehane is waiting to be questioned. If you go see her, don't go easy on her.
James, isn't it? Jason Moore's bodyguard.
Yes, Mr. Bazori.
I've got some questions for you.
I've already answered so many questions.
You weren't with Moore yesterday. You went against standing orders.
No, he sent me to his office.
Why?
I was supposed to pick up some files. He was being really weird, like he was stalling for time.
You were supposed to bring him here, weren't you?
Yeah, but he said he had to get some documents from his place, and then he sent me to his office. At the time, I didn't think too much of it, but looking back on it, he was really doing everything he could not to leave with us.
You should have been more attentive. Moore was at the party. So were you.
Yeah, I don't like to talk about it.
You don't really have a choice.
Like I told the others, I don't really remember precisely what happened. It's all a blur. It happened so fast, and they almost got us. They came from all sides, and there was a stench of burned flesh and gunpowder. I'd seen a lot of things before, but that, it was unbearable. I don't know how we made it out. I don't know.
Nothing before that.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Do you know what's going to happen next?
I have no idea. Nobody's telling me anything. Do you know?
The Prince will determine your fate when she has time.
I'm not a high priority, am I?
I wouldn't be in a hurry if I were you.
I could still be useful to the Camarilla. Please.
I'm not the one who needs to hear it. I must leave you.
I get the feeling I'll be staying here a long time. I'm no use to anyone here.
Mr. Bazori, are you here to lead me to the slaughterhouse?
If I wanted you dead...
I'm afraid you're only delaying the inevitable.
Did anyone question you?
No. I was brought here, and now I wait. I think the situation is so dire that a lowly servant isn't high on their list of priorities.
Indeed. I already gave my report to the Prince. They know what to expect from you.
I was just following orders. Business as usual. Even if that won't make the slightest difference.
You were serving our enemy's interests. That stops now. That will be all, Lehane.
One more thing.
What?
What have you heard from the outside? Everyone's lips seem sealed since I got here. Do they at least know who hit us?
The Second Inquisition.
Really? Who'd have thought the great Hazel Iverson would be driven out by Kine?
Show some respect for your prince in the few hours that remain to you.
Farewell, Mr. Bazori.
Caleb, our secret agent is back already.
Caleb, by all means, make yourself right at home. You here? How extraordinarily rare. To what do I owe the honor?
Enough, Beryl. Did you speak with Feng?
I'm not one to keep an eye on the comings and goings of your retainers.
Did you speak to her?
So much fuss about nothing.
You know very well what she is to me, and what she'll be soon.
If the prince authorizes it...
It's only a matter of time.
I sincerely hope so. I ran into her recently, it's true, but we hardly said a word to one another.
I will not accept your explanation. I thought I had made myself clear about her.
Unlike you, I don't try to control the lives of those around me. Feng still enjoys a certain degree of freedom, doesn't she, to choose whom she sees? We ran into each other by accident, and we didn't speak for long.
She is mine. She cannot decide for herself. I won't have her coming anywhere near you.
You might want to rethink your methods. If she didn't need to talk to me so badly, I would have refused to see her. I really don't see the harm in it.
It's not your business to understand.
I'd really like to, though. I just wanted to give her some advice, to help guide her through this brave, dangerous new world. When it comes to that, I don't think you're doing enough. Am I mistaken?
You needn't worry. She's been introduced to everyone. I don't intend to leave her defenseless among the drooling predators skulking in the corners. And she might just surprise you.
I'm sure she will.
She's worth far more than your estimations.
Is she worth more than me?
Are you sure you want an answer to that?
All right, all right. I never took you for the fatherly sort. But I guess anyone at any age is vulnerable to the winds of change. Your concern for Feng is to your credit. It really is. However, I can't help making comparisons with my own past experiences.
You shouldn't.
It was long ago, I admit. But I'm still your only child.
You're jealous.
I'm not jealous. Although I do regret the unfortunate turn our relationship has taken. I'm worried about Feng, honestly. You would worry too if you were in my shoes. I just want to make sure she doesn't go through the same thing I did. The crushing weight of disappointment, the distance, the disdain.
Beryl, I'm sorry.
You here? How extraordinarily rare. To what do I owe the honor?
Enough, Beryl. Did you speak with Feng?
I'm not one to keep an eye on the comings and goings of your retainers.
Did you speak to her?
So much fuss about nothing. I ran into her recently, it's true, but we hardly said a word to one another.
I will not accept your explanation. I thought I had made myself clear about her.
Unlike you, I don't try to control the lives of those around me. Feng still enjoys a certain degree of freedom, doesn't she, to choose whom she sees? We ran into each other by accident, and we didn't speak for long.
She is mine. She cannot decide for herself. I won't have her coming anywhere near you.
You might want to rethink your methods. If she didn't need to talk to me so badly, I would have refused to see her. I really don't see the harm in it.
It's not your business to understand.
I'd really like to, though. I just wanted to give her some advice, to help guide her through this brave, dangerous new world. When it comes to that, I don't think you're doing enough. Am I mistaken?
You needn't worry. She's been introduced to everyone. I don't intend to leave her defenseless among the drooling predators skulking in the corners. And she might just surprise you.
I'm sure she will.
She's worth far more than your estimations.
Is she worth more than me?
Are you sure you want an answer to that?
All right, all right. I never took you for the fatherly sort. But I guess anyone at any age is vulnerable to the winds of change. Your concern for Feng is to your credit. It really is. However, I can't help making comparisons with my own past experiences.
You shouldn't.
It was long ago, I admit. But I'm still your only child.
You're jealous.
I'm not jealous. Although I do regret the unfortunate turn our relationship has taken. I'm worried about Feng, honestly. You would worry too if you were in my shoes. I just want to make sure she doesn't go through the same thing I did. The crushing weight of disappointment. The distance. The disdain.
Beryl, I'm sorry.